Hi guys! So I fancied doing something today that wasn't related to books, and I decided to therefore do a tag video and not a book specific tag video at that. Today I'm doing the secret diary of a YouTuber tag which was originally created by Becca Rose. Question number one is, how long have you been on YouTube? Well, I first made a YouTube video back in 2010, I believe. I had a very old channel. I didn't make a lot of videos on it. I made like a couple and they were about politics, and I didn't really keep that up. And a few months after that I started Jean's Thoughts, which I uploaded like fashion videos and like hair videos on, and it wasn't until 2012 that I created Bookish Thoughts and really got into the swing of YouTube. I felt like I'd kind of found my place, and I've been here ever since. Question number two is, at what point do you think you will stop? Well, I love YouTube and I really like doing it, and I don't have plans to stop, but I'm also quite realistic in thinking that YouTube isn't my ultimate career goal. I have life goals and dreams that do not involve YouTube, and if YouTube were inappropriate within that context or got in the way of that, then I would stop, and that wouldn't be a problem, because as much as I love it, it's definitely not my priority, which I feel guilty saying, but I don't know why I should. The best thing about YouTube, well, I guess is the people. I know that's a very corny answer, but I love the friends I've made, and I love chatting to people, and I love that I've met people in real life and made some like proper, like tangible friends from this little corner of the internet. So specifically to BookTube, I have discovered some amazing books, and it really got me back into reading. The worst thing, and what do you do to make it okay? I mean, I think YouTube's problems are quite similar to the real problems in the real world. Not that this isn't real, but you know what I mean. Unfortunately, there are creepy people on the internet, and there's a lot of sexual objectification if you're a woman, and inappropriate comments, which I don't enjoy. Sometimes it's also difficult to avoid stuff on YouTube and the internet that you don't really want to be a part of, but it just becomes inescapable. And I don't want to filter my internet and my YouTube, but sometimes you kind of wish you could. Those things are very much outweighed by the pros. Next is, how many thumbnail options do you usually take? Well, you might be able to tell from my thumbnails that I very, very rarely take a picture specifically for a thumbnail. It's a habit I should probably break, actually. I should probably get into making thumbnails, because some people do some really jazzy ones. Next is YouTuber crush. I don't have one. Next is, who's on your collab wish list? I've actually never really thought about this before, but now that you bring it up, who's on my collab wish list? Recently, the people that come to mind are people that I have met outside of YouTube now. So some people actually I don't know why I've never collabed with, like Nicola from Robotnik. We live quite close to each other. I also did have a conversation with Lorna from Suddenly Lorna once about doing a collab, and it hasn't happened yet, but I foresee it. One day it will happen. Not gonna lie, I think I would love to do a collab as well with Just Kiss My Frog. She's a great video maker, and I did actually one of my first collabs ever last year with Sana from Books and Quills, and that was so much fun, and I would do that again. This is, what are you wearing on your bottom half? Well, I've not done the sort of like easy cheesy YouTuber thing. I have a skirt on. Voila. Not a very good view there. It wouldn't make a very good outfit of the day, but that's what I've got on. Next is, how long before you actually click record? Well, I don't usually sit in front of the camera for very long before I click record. Sometimes I click record and then I have like a moment and just kind of like, I'm like, is everything okay? Does my hair look ridiculous? And then I film. Next is, how do you feel about the YouTube culture and community? Well, I'm a big fan of the YouTube community. I think what's important to realise when you're making videos on YouTube is the YouTube community does not mean you're going to be friends with everyone making videos on YouTube. There are so many people on YouTube these days. This is really not how it works. It's almost like a country in itself, and you're going to find your own community and your own group of people and maintain different levels of friendship with them. It's important to seek out your own little community. It certainly makes me quite upset when I see people getting quite resentful about not being part of a clique or a group, because I'm like, why do you want to be part of somebody else's clique if they're not welcoming you into it? There will be other people out there on YouTube that are looking for friends as well. And I know for certain that I've made some wonderful friends off BookTube and over very different periods of time. It's a never ending thing as well. Like there are people that I've only gotten to chatting to recently and really like, and there's people that I've chatted to since I started and still get on with really well. YouTube culture is something a little bit weird because I don't know, it's not YouTube specific. I think a lot of the issues and I think a lot of the way YouTube is constructed mirror the outside world, outside of the internet and outside of YouTube. People behave very similarly. I don't think YouTube culture is entirely different from culture outside of YouTube. Next is, what is your secret to a successful YouTube channel? And I don't know if I have one. The community aspect's important. It's important to put yourself out there and chat with people. Don't push yourself on other people. Chat to people in a very natural and open way. And I think also just being audible and visible. I mean, you don't have to have a DSLR camera. I don't. But as long as people can see you clearly and hear you clearly, then you're good to go. Just to enjoy yourself. Anything you create is going to be better if you enjoy creating it. And next is, who do you tag? Well, this tag has been around for a very long time, so I'm just going to forgo the tagging. I hope you enjoyed this non-book related video for a wee change, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye guys!